Tonight, President Trump is taking the fight over his White House ballroom all the way to the Supreme Court. The administration filed an emergency request today asking the justices to step in and greenlight Trump's $400 million project after lower courts repeatedly ruled that he needs approval from Congress before moving forward. In the filing, the Solicitor General said the ballroom is already 65% done, arguing, quote, halting the project will stall this vital construction, making this president the subject of recurrent assassination attempts, much less safe, and risking future presidents' safety. The filing also included new renderings of the ballroom that show some stylistic changes, like the addition of 2 large gold presidential seals on the exterior, Corinthian columns adorned with lions' heads and leaves, and a proposed drone port on the top of the new East Wing. My legal source on this tonight is former federal prosecutor Shan. Shan, great to see you as always. This is the first time any of Trump's renovation projects have landed before the Supreme Court. Do you think they're going to take this case up?
Well, what they're considering is whether to stay it, basically reversing the lower court's stay of it. Because this court, the supermajority of conservatives, leans so much towards deference to executive authority, I think there's a chance they will stay the injunction. They really shouldn't. They should let the course of the legal process take its course and let this filter up the way it's supposed to filter up. But this is, again, one of these emergency appeals, which there have been dozens of them.
Trump is arguing that it's too late to stop construction with 65% of the project done, and that this is about ensuring the president's safety, given that there's this military installation several stories beneath the ground. How do you think that might sway justices if they wind up making a decision?
Well, it's a very clever move by the Trump administration because, as we know, the Supreme Court talks about the sort of core powers of the presidency, and obviously national security, commander-in-chief, safety, very important. They've really sort of shifted the ground here, no pun intended. But originally they're saying big ballroom construction here, and of course they went at it so fast, no one could do anything. I mean, people filed oppositions almost the next day to it. And now that they started so fast, they can say, oh, it's too late. We've already done so much. By shifting it away from the idea of changing the way the people's house looks, which Congress should be authorizing, to national security, it's very clever to argue that. I think it'll be much more appealing to the justices.
Does the Supreme Court set a precedent if they let construction move forward for future administrations to take any kind of steps, whether with construction or with something else, and then say, well, the cat's out of the bag, it's kind of too late, you can't really stop it? Like, we can't talk about the legalities now because the concrete's already poured.
I think it doesn't set a legal precedent in that sense, but practically, the way this court has considered so many emergency appeals on its shadow docket, it does set a precedent for how future administrations are going to behave.
Shan, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it.